I think we should rest. I'm tired.
Hey, where's Uncle Scooby?
Scooby.
Uncle Scooby?
Scooby. I wonder where Scooby went. There you are, Scooby. Shaggy and Scrappy are looking for you.
A1. N16.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is room B340. It is one of the rooms on the ship reported to be haunted. When I say reported to be, I mean is. As you can tell, we no longer use this room as a hotel room. I would hope that we give our guests carpet. If tables, like the ones in the corner, that weren't broken would be great. Walls that didn't have holes in them would be better. And even with the Patriot Act, I'm pretty sure that it is still illegal to put cameras in people's rooms without prior notification. That camera serves two purposes. It's hooked up to Queen Mary Security. It is also hooked up to a website where they charge you a yearly fee to come look at our empty hotel room from your computer screen. I do not know the address to this website because I am not going to pay a yearly fee to look at the empty hotel room from my laptop that I can walk into anytime I want. One of the reasons we don't use this room as a hotel room anymore is because of the carpet issue. Every time they laid the carpet within a week, it would be ripped up and rolled against this wall, and someone would have to come in and relay it. Guests can complain about lights in the bathroom putting on by themselves. Maids would complain about water in the bathroom running, even though the room had been unoccupied for days. In this group, who has at least taken a world history class, knows who Winston Churchill was. In my opinion, he was probably the best Prime Minister Great Britain ever had. He sailed on board the Queen Mary many times during her career. 3 of those times were during World War II. He had a suite of rooms right here on M deck on the starboard side of the ship over there, M115, M117, M119. It is a widely held belief that a large portion of the plans for the D-Day invasion were drawn up in room M119. It is accepted as historical fact that the order to execute Operation Overlord, which was D-Day's code name, was signed upstairs on the promenade deck in what used to be the first-class drawing room. That was Winston Churchill's office whenever he was on board this ship. Tragically, we have turned that room into a retail space without so much as a plaque depicting its role in history. As a graduate student at the University of Spoiled Children, University of Southern California, working on my doctorate degree in history, that fact bothers me. So I make sure to mention it on all of my tours. We had a maid who knocked on the door to M119, which is customary before entering a room. When no one answered, she walked in, discovered a man sitting in a chair smoking a cigar. The first thing she wanted to know was why was there a man in a room that was supposed to be unoccupied. The second thing she wanted to know was why was he smoking in a room which is a non-smoking room. The man in the chair stood up, made eye contact with the woman, and floated into the picture on the wall. The picture on the wall is a picture of Winston Churchill. It is my belief that he's upset that we've turned his room into a non-smoking room, and has come back to prove a point, and that is that we cannot tell the British Prime Minister where he can and cannot smoke. As far as I'm concerned, he's right. After all, he played a huge role in saving the world from Nazi oppression. He is one of the reasons why today we are not being forced to speak German. And besides which, guys, he's been dead since 1965, and if I asked him to put his cigar out, I don't think he would listen to me. We are about to go into the original first-class swimming pool. For those of you with small children, the pool is dark. They play creepy music, and it can be a little bit scary. For those of you who consider yourselves to be big children, the pool is dark. They play creepy music, and it can be a little bit scary. All that being said, guys, this is one of my absolute favorite places on this ship to be. I could spend all day in here if Ghosts and Legends didn't come through every half an hour and bother me. Unfortunately, they do come through every half an hour, so I don't get to spend as much time in the pool as I would like to. Sometimes after work, never mind.
After part.
behind this pillar. Two performers from our Ghost and Legend show reported seeing her at separate times, but their stories are identical. They said they saw a tennis skirt and a pair of legs walking up those stairs. There was no top half. On the opposite end of the pool, by the mirror, we've seen a woman in a white wedding gown with a boy in a suit at her side. One guest from California on the Ghost and Legend show on the starboard side balcony. He looked down at the pool level, port side over here, and saw class steam. When the steam dissipated, there was a little girl in its place. She too disappeared about 3 or 4 seconds later. No one else saw her, or at least not eventually. 3 years ago, we had a group in here of about 30 people. One of the guys from the group went to the back balcony where the man in the pool used to be, 4 people of this group. Excuse me. He had them all lined up along the stairs. 2 of the pictures came out normally, 2 of them did not. The 2 pictures that were not normal at the end of the stairs was a little girl with long blonde hair. She was wearing a blue 1940s style party dress. There were no children on that tour. It was a late night pre-book tour for glowing executives. That little girl's name, as psychics, spiritualists, and mediums would have us believe, is Jackie. She's about 7 years old. She loves the haunted encounters tour and thinks it's great that people come to see her every day. She's not so fond of ghosts and legends. It gets loud, it gets dark, it tends to scare her. She is more interested in playing hide and seek with guests rather than trying to scare you guys. And it would seem to poke her head out around these pillars and then laugh. There's an empty room behind the stairs that she likes to play in. She's been heard to sing back there. Generally, once she realizes she has company, she stops. Because the pool is a gigantic echo chamber, her voice can be scary for a couple of minutes.